Hello everyone, my name is Sakshi and I am glad to present a project named ScaleUp Chain. Project is developed by Group 26 of Computer Science Department from Patil College of Engineering and Technology, Kolhapur. Our team members are myself, Sonali Desai, Aarya Patil, Prachi Patil and Pooja Gidde. Our guide is Ranjita Jadhav ma'am. So let's see what is ScaleUp Chain. So ScaleUp Chain is a platform that connects startup and investor. ScaleUp Chain is a platform where startup can share their ideas and investor can go through such startups and choose the startup to invest fund. For transaction, we have used blockchain, which provides secure and transparent transaction with automatic smart contracts. This platform reduces cost and enhances the trust between startups and investors and give new job opportunities by upscaling the startup. Let's see the project objectives. First objective is to provide user-friendly platform for startups and investors. Second objective is to provide a list of registered startups to investors. And third is to provide a blockchain-based payment gateway for secure and transparent transactions. Now let's see the methodology. First is a requirement gathering and analysis, in which we identify the challenges in current startup and investor system. Then we gather the inputs from targeted users, that are startups and investors. Then we define the goals such as transparency, automation and secure transaction. Then front-end. For front-end we use React to build a clean and responsive components like login, startup dashboard, investor dashboard and real-time chat. Then backend. We develop the backend using Node.js, Express.js and MySQL database. Then blockchain. We design a payment gateway method using a blockchain technology. Let's see the implementation. Welcome to ScaleUp Chain, a blockchain-based investment platform. Here, new user should register and the existing user can log in. If user is new, then the user need to register. To register, he need to fill the details like full name, email, phone number, city, country, password and choose whether the user want to be investor or startup. And then click on create account button. If the user is already existing, then the user can directly log in by entering the email and password and clicking on the login button. If user has registered as a startup, then the user will be redirected to the startup. So this is a startup dashboard. So on the startup dashboard, the user will get to see the project overviews about the project running within the startup, then about the recent fundings and key milestones. In the sidebar, there are options like dashboard, projects, investors, team members, partnerships, documents, expenditures, milestones, funding, profile, support and guidance. Now let's see them one by one. Projects. Here, startup founders will be able to see all their saved projects with details like project name, team size, start date and end date. And through Add Project button, startup founders can add new projects. Next is investors. Here, startups will be able to see all details of all registered investors, and by clicking on chat option, the startup can directly chat with that investor. Now, next is team members. Here, startup will be able to see all saved team members with details like name, position and joining date. We have also provided option to edit and remove the team members. Through add member, founder can add new team members. Now, next is partnership, where startups can keep record of partnership, and through add partnership button, startups can add and store new partnership details. Next is documents. Here, startup can keep and maintain the records of all the important documents with details like document name, description, date, and we have also provided actions like edit and remove. Here, the startups can add documents by clicking on add document button. Next is expenditures. Here, startups can maintain the record of their expenditures with details like purpose, amount and date, and If there is any new expenditure, the startup can add that expenditure by clicking on Add Expenditure button. Next is milestone. When we save any project within the projects, it also gets reflected in the milestone. It shows the project name, deadline, and the status of that project. Next is funding. Here, the startup will be able to see all the funding details received from different investors. Next is profile. Startup needs to create a profile so that it can be reflected on investors dashboard as well. To create the profile, startup needs to click on Add Startup button and fill all necessary details like startup name, founder name, industry, description, wallet address, and tell whether it has patent or no, and just click on Add Startup button. Next is support and guidance, which provide the details about the dashboard and help the user to understand how to use this platform. It also has a feedback option where the user can provide the feedback about the platform and click on the submit button. If a user registered as an investor, then the user will be redirected to the investor dashboard. So here is an investor dashboard. In a sidebar, there are options like Discover Startups, My Investments, Investment Contracts, Transaction History, Profile, Support. First is Discover Startups. Here, investor will be able to see all the registered startups, and it also provides a search option where the investor can search any startup by its name. And below there is an invest option where the investor can click on the invest button and select the startup and amount to invest, and just click on invest now to invest the amount to that particular startup. Next is My Investments. Here the investor will be able to see all the investment made by that particular investor with details like startup name, amount paid, and date. Next is Investment Contracts. Here the investor will be able to see all the records about the investment contract with details like contract ID, startup, and date. Then next is Transaction History. Here the investor will be able to see all the transactions of the investors and the startups with details like transaction ID, type, amount, date, address, and status. Next is Profile. Here the investor needs to create the profile by filling the details like investor name, investment limit, preferred sector, contact information, location, and click on Save Profile button. Next is Support and Guidance, which shows the details about the dashboard and help the user to understand how to use the dashboard. It also had feedback option where the user can put the feedback and click on the submit button. Thank you.